Hello, hello. Alright, okay. Hello, hello. Let me check the 5-minute here. Swap the London low on ES. And he was up the low too. Looking for lower prices. Go the 15-minute here. Likely gonna dive into this low now. Okay, let me just look at the 4-hour and then break it down. So we're in the 4-hour here. Just chopping it back and forth, so no really good bias until if we get a closure on the 4-hour at 2 p.m. I think, under this low, then it'll be more bearish. We'll look at the hourly and 15-minute. We'll look at a 1-minute close here. This is shift just lower. Let's see. Anything I need to really look at. Control the steady reach projection here. We're looking at this low. Okay. Alright, took a loss in the AM. Price is so choppy. It is really choppy. That's kind of why I avoided AM, because what I typically say to everyone, when we look at overnight price action, Asia here, London, we get a strong expansion already. It makes it very tough for AM, and the way that AM opened up at 8 o'clock here. Is this right? Yeah, I think this is right. Okay. Yeah, the way it opened up, we swept London highs here, and then just made like a bearish breaker, and come lower to take out London low, and then by the time we open, we're in like between this large range here, where it gets very tough to see where price is headed towards, and we just chop back and forth. We move higher to leave people thinking we are going to take out all these highs here, 620s. But now we're diving lower, so it's more like seeking short now. We're likely going to try to aim for these Asia lows now, or at least attempt to go for it. We're in this 15-minute here. This 15-minute is like BPR here. There's another inefficiency just right below it. Just aiming move lower here. Music's too loud. Okay, let me lower that by default. Let me try that. I think it should be fine now. Lower like 20-30%. Okay, let me make sure I have all my accounts connected, and then we'll get going. Oh, there's a bond action right now? Is that what it is? It must be yellow folder because I don't think I only have red folder open. Anything yellow folder, I just disregard. Okay, we'll just look here. Do have some low resistance liquidity. We're building up a lot of highs here. This is what broke the trend line there. And we can see every time we just build up a high, we'll snap it eventually. Now we have quite some low resistance going to the downside now. Same thing for ES, I'll mark that too. There's just a liquidity that we'll be watching for. If we do go for longs, that's what we're gonna aim to see it close above. Okay. Shoot the 5 minute. Reminder, if you want to like the stream, get into the giveaway. We're giving away another ETF account, which is 50k elite, and then we're also giving away 350k Apex, and then I think we'll also give away 2 My Fund Future. So like I think we're gonna give away 6 accounts this week. We might do two a day from here. So we're in this 15-minute inefficiency here. This point of interest. Hello. Yeah, the giveaway. We typically do it midstream. Do it every day. I'm gonna look to make a collage with all the giveaway winners. I think we gave away like 16 accounts already. Alright, I'm just gonna let this play out just a little bit more before I'll try anything. It's nothing too clear yet. Yeah, it looks like there's some people new here. That the giveaway is very simple, just like the stream, and then it's gonna reward people that's online during the giveaway. So let's say it could happen an hour from now, in the middle of the stream. We'll give you like 2 minutes for people to get ready, and then we'll do a generator. The bot would choose from the chat, as long as they like the stream, and then make a comment with within 2 minutes that we give them, just to ensure that the winner that we choose would actually be someone online right now. 30-second unicorn. Yeah, that's a 30-second unicorn here. Quite interesting. Use this as my breaker. This would have been your fill here already. Get into here. This is like a very tight stop, but you can just put your stop on the below the day here. I don't typically go for 30-second breakers, but in this case, since we're kind of looking back up here with the lowest liquidity, we're in the 15-minute point of interest. We took all these relative lows, so like we took liquidity already on higher time frame, and we're in a 15-minute point of interest. We dropped down lower time frame. 1 minute should be good enough, but there's nothing you can really use on the 1 minute. So 30-second, this does look like it would work. I'll just show just how I'll take it. Like, let's do inside the FEG, stop at low here, 13 points, and then you really want to go for the next internal high, and then eventually these highs here. That's how I would take it if I were to take that. But let's just watch it a little bit more. Let's look at how YM's doing. Some equal lows. ES still could come lower, sure. $12.15. Let me just see here. 15-minute bearish unicorn. Yeah, this would be classified as one. It does lack, like, with the 15-minute. This will be a 15-minute unicorn here, but like just like how I trade 1 minute, I would want a criteria. So if you're looking at this as a 15-minute entry, you either have to align the 1 minute with this entry model, or you go for like a confirmation on the 4 hour, let's say. So in this case, the most likely case, if we do go back to 563, I would want a bearish model to also give me a short entry to deliver downwards. Did that make sense? Yes, pretty sloppy day so far, guys. That's what I've seen. I think London has been very easy to spot. We already hit the -4 projection down here. Very good target. And then we're tapping in this 15-minute point of interest. Good area, so we could bounce to. So it's holding good areas. ES could take some of these lows and enter this owl FPG though, but it's holding pretty well. So we're just gonna wait for a good setup, just like we did yesterday. We had a very good setup that delivered. Actually, after the stream, it was like -2 point stop, and it went 4 points on stream, but later went like 8 points. So far, I think the PM has been better than AM lately. But I do like this 30-second just because we have some accumulation there. This could be just like a very simple power of 3 where we have accumulation on 30-second here. We have a quick manipulation. And then you can also see this imbalance that take the lows at the 1 p.m. candle. We inversed it with this candle here, create another balance. This could just be a very simple BPR here too. In this case, it didn't tap it though, but tap at this once we close above this breaker validates, and we can take this entry, stop at the breaker or the low, just depending on your risk tolerance. I've noticed that trendline breakouts basing from a unicorn hold more often than not. Yeah, that's very true. It's either supported the trend line or lowers liquidity, or it's gonna break. You're gonna target the break of the trend line, which this case it is targeting a break, and then it should be able to hold better. Currently eating a from Five Guys. Saw the notification, hopped on, made it nice. 180 bucks a day. Damn, man. What's your balance at right now, Eric? Seems like you're doing very, very well in Apex. I'm slowly growing my all my fund accounts. Everything's tied together. Just making like a few $100s a day. Should go for payout. I'm very close to payout for a lot of my accounts. But I'm not going for a bare minimum. Like for instance, my ETF account, they're at what is that? They're at 104.8. Like I'm way past it, but I think all I need is 105. So like that's $200 away there. And I'll show my progress end of the month, most likely with all my funded accounts. It's a very slow equity curve, so it kind of looks like something like this. And then sometimes it dips down, but like it's just slow. Like so it shows like an uptrend, but like each move up is like 200, 300, 300, and sometimes it dips down like maybe like 200 there, but recovers next day. Pretty good. Unicorn or inverted FEGs, right? You're talking about inversions. Unicorns are the best way I could say it. If you're trying to think of inverted, you could see like breakers is a failed order block. So in this case here, we have this order block here, the bullish order block. Broke down 30-second. Once we smash through it, this should hold price. But we push through it, we close above, and this order block becomes a breaker just because it's failed. And the way that the unicorn works, it's a breaker with an FEG inside of it. I like my entry inside the FEG as well. Other people just taps it inside of the breaker and then just put the stop below the breaker. Okay, let's see. I have everything connected. As long as nothing goes bad. I don't want to jinx myself either. I don't think I will tilt on stream. That would be crazy. In my past though, if I was that close and I take a loss, I might just like move my stop, add some size, do whatever. That is bad habits. I am gonna get some tissue papers. Okay, we're back. Let's go. How about your eval last week? I passed. If we're talking about the FOMC one, I have 15 Apex evals. The 10 of them are still untouched because I'm focused on funded right now. I'm probably just gonna wait for next volatile news week. Wow, Eric, you've only been trading 3 to 5 micros. If that's what you're comfortable with, very, very good. I really just like doing like 1 or 2 minis, but you can always scale up when you're more comfortable. People tend to scale up their size too early, though. That's where they get killed, and then once they actually take a loss, they're shocked by it, because that was a loss that was like 3 times their winners. So we're waiting. Typically, we're waiting for the 1:30 open, the 1:20, 1:40 time for PM to really begin. Unless there's like something that's occurring at the 1 PM time, which is like bond action, which I think it did, but it's not something crazy this time. This is just a 30-second entry example. I'm not taking that, by the way. I don't want to confuse people. Looks like it's heading lower here. So just like someone said, I forget who was in the chat, but we have this bearish breaker here, which I'll mark out on the 15-minute chart, and only show on the 15-minute chart just so we can see this. So it's a unicorn there as well. I would love to see price return into 563 and then deliver a and hold this in the 15-minute, but also deliver a low time reversal for entry, and we'll likely try this out. Very small entry box. The good thing though with Apex, you can do 2 payouts a week, or yeah, a month. I mean, so other firms like typically you're kind of trapped for a bit. Like you have to only take 1 payout, and then if you have like a big cushion built already, you have to really just let the time play out. But Apex, you can really just keep on getting 2K payouts on the 50K accounts twice a week or twice a month. Keep on mixing up. Okay. Nothing's happening too much. It's very slow as we started here. We try to pay attention to the hourly and the 15-minute here, the higher time frames, and then by the time we hit 2 PM, which is in 40 minutes, we'll look at the 4-hour close and see where we head to there. But yeah, we're inside of a 4-hour FEG here, which is an inverted FEG. As we close above, and we'll just see how it holds here. It's just tapping this order block too on both ES and Q. Let's just let this play out a bit more. Not tempted by the 30-second unicorn. I think this would have been the fill already. Eric is looking for a 250K payout. I think, is that your goal end of year? It's definitely possible if you can maintain 20 counts and just keep on tracking payouts. It'll be challenging though, but if you size appropriately and have an edge in your trading model, it's definitely doable. That's a problem though. It's hard, but yeah, it's a good call. Like for example, Eric here, he made 286,000 from GME. Other people, they make that money, they could like think they're a confident trader, they put that money in futures, and they get really slammed. But how you sell it, how you sell it is good. What percentage is that? Is it like a CD where they get like 5%, or just a high yield savings where you can take out anywhere? I think the average right now is like 4.5. I also have some money on high yield savings. I have some investments, have some yield savings, and it's all over. rental properties is something Ash Trades has been not convincing me, but he's just telling me his works and his projects and how he's been operating. And it's definitely interesting. I think he's a real estate. I don't know his roles though, but he's doing stuff real estate before he started trading. But diversify. There's a guy in my group who inherited $1 million and lost it in 1 year leverage trading Tesla. Damn. Like either way, like even if the guy did good with that $1 million, let's say he took that million and turned it to 5 or 10, with the way that he's trading, I likely it's gonna just be given away anyways. You can't really teach the discipline and risk management to people that early on. They gotta learn over time, and once they get their lessons, they can really learn from it. Option trading. The only benefit I feel like with option trading, if you're selling the contracts, because you're getting the premiums and all that, you're working with the data and all these type of things. Edwin, am I looking for long and short? It's tough. I would like a short up here if we come up here, and just because we have the breaker here and the 15-minute FAG, I want it deliver with a 1 minute alignment too. So I'm looking for price to come up there a little bit more. If not, we're likely gonna head down to these lows here and see what happens. ES is already looking to approach that low. I'm just waiting for a clear setup. Let me just make sure if we took the low risk liquidity here. On ES, I don't think I qualified that as taken. And Q is very not qualified either. But yeah, what Eric is talking about is doing the right thing. He's putting his long-term profits in a savings account and all that protected, and now we're just kind of leveraging prop firms. So like, instead of using that 200,000 profits that he made from GME to trade his own personal account, utilizing prop firms allow you to like mitigate a lot of the risks. Let's say you just you do all these type of things. 20 prop accounts, it could just be like at most like $1,000. If it's one-time payment, maybe it'll be a little bit more, be a few thousand. But that's basically at most, and your potential in that is much higher. There's still a bad connotation with prop firms now, but it's definitely been growing, and people who don't use prop firms, they are more likely to be against it, saying like it's gambling, it's all this type of stuff, they're not gonna pay you out. But I've been trading for prop firms for like approaching 3 years now. It's been 2 full years, approaching 3. That's like literally half my trading career. It was a slow transition because I was doing prop firms and my personal account, and then I transitioned more and more. I'm diversified, and now I feel like with all my fund accounts across like 4 firms with reserves and all these type of things, it's pretty unbeatable. Like even if I do a bad day, I already got paid on all these accounts. My expenses are covered. I have reserves. There's no harm in it at all. We have quite some equal highs above here, equal lows below on ES. Typically, I like trading ES just because it's more easier to follow and gives clean areas to look at. Just like yesterday, if you followed me yesterday, we had some equal lows, equal highs. We waited for an equal high sweep in a reversal pattern, and then we had multiple equal lows below. We targeted those equal lows with 2-point stop. It hit very well. Any other prop firms out there that let you trade 20 counts like Apex? I'm pretty sure Apex is the only one. Elite originally did 20 counts too, but due to regulation, I'm pretty sure the way that they have it, this is not financial advice or anything or prop advice, but I think what some of the owners are telling me, like for them to be able to transition to a live account, their regulation is you can only have 3 funded accounts, and you can actually have 3 different live accounts as long as you trade 3 different trading strategies on each one of them. So that's that limitation. So they give you 3 sim funded, 1 live funded, up to 3 live funded, depending on their preference. Which I don't think any prop firm is willing to do that. That's what I've heard. But Apex, I believe, since they don't really operate on like trying to transfer people to live accounts, very rarely. I don't even know anyone. Like, I know a lot of people that do well with Apex, but I don't know many that actually gets transfer live. So I don't think they really operate on transfer review live. It's everything simulation for them, and they really capitalize on people that are bombing these evals. Typically, people who don't know how to manage risks, and they're actually treating it like a gambling service rather than like a leverage tool. Do you trade the 2022 model? It's very similar. I mean, Breaker's somewhat similar, but lots of inspiration in my trading derived from the 2022. This is good mentorship. How long did it take to get first funded count? I've been trading for funded for more than 2 years now, so the evals nowadays, evals are very easy to pass, because I just size like double my funded size on them. That's how I do it. I know it may sound inappropriate for some of you guys, but I don't like to waste too much time on evals. I like to put a lot of time on fundeds. And I can show my equity curve on some of my fundeds. It's been very slow growth, very, very slow. But I'm fine with it. I liked it. Some people daily goal is like $1,000, $500 on a fund account. For me, it's like a few hundred, as long as I have my max risk for them. But copy that through like 10 plus accounts, $200 on a day. That's 32,000. And we don't have to go for $1,000 on each account every single day. Yeah, but like I said on my tweets and all that, I'm very content with how I'm getting my payouts each month. It's like about 10 to 15,000, like based on the last 6 month average. Some months higher, some months I don't trade much, so like it's obviously lower. But scaling that up, as long as everything is appropriate, such on this account, all these like I think 105k. We're like $200 away. Those accounts align with my Apex, align with my Top Step, my Fund Futures. Likely like a low 5-figure payouts in a month. In a month to April, I don't know if it's just every firm has different payout structures, but the realized profits is done at least in March. Okay, let's look for some plays. We have some lows here, just very equal lows. These are lows that I'll be looking for. If it's per, let me just put regular equal lows here. Where the hell did I? Okay, there it is. Some relative equal lows that I would like to target if we can come up above here and build a low time reversal. If not, I'm not gonna get an entry there. Thoughts on flexi trade? Is that futures? I don't know too much about forex. I know of them, but since I don't trade forex, I would probably withhold any comments I have. How do you enter the win accounts? The giveaways? All you gotta do is like the stream. Like, just how many likes there is now. We're gonna do it middle of the stream randomly. There's 70 likes, so like that's 70 participants. Flexi trades a future profit. I've never heard of them, so I can't tell you that. That's my first time hearing about them. Like actually my first time hearing about them. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If they're innovative, then welcome to the future space. $30 seems the entry. Yeah, this entry is still holding here. I want to align with my what I want up here though. Flexi is as straight as an Apex clone, but looks scammy. Do they do 20 counts too? I don't want to trust any new firms like that until they have a valid credibility. Because think of like if you have 20 counts, like let's say if with a new prop firm that's trying to do Apex, because Apex is doing big numbers, you get like a big payout. Like you're expecting 40k payout, 2k on each, and they just find a weird reason to ban you. It's happened in 2024, so they haven't been that long. Yeah, I can't trust that. I'd rather not. I mean, I wouldn't be against like trying one account with them, one or two, but like I definitely need a lot more credibility, especially when we have already like Apex, Top Step, MyFit Futures, Elite, like 4 great firms that been getting payouts. Diversify them, and all that. Don't need to trust like literally brand new firms. Completely brand new firms. I want to see this develop in the 1 minute though. See if we get something. Do you think Fun and Next is trustable? That's a 4x one. I have no comment on the 4x one. They're selling 10 account bundles for 9% off. That sounds so sketchy. Like that's just like my first impression. 10 accounts for a bundle. They're encouraging like trying to get you to get 20 accounts. Hello, the FX Capo from Spain. Hello from Spain. Where is everyone from? I'm in the U.S. in Florida. I'm sure a lot of people are in U.S. too. There's likely some Europeans here. If I did more London streams, I'm sure a lot of Europeans will show up. From Texas, from US, Dubai. Straight from Dubai. Did I not do this? Look at this 15-minute point of it. 15-minute here. London, Kenya. Very, very diverse group in this stream. I've gone global. Heck yeah. Yeah, so this 30-second entry here is working out. We do have some relatively lows now down there, but holding up very, very nicely there. I'm likely gonna target this high here now. I'm just anticipating a run to these 50-minute here, and then we'll see from there. If it can. I'm looking for a pop above here for lower prices. Do you use MyFit Futures? I do use that. That's one of them. MyFit Futures right now with the starter still $70, I think. $70, no activation fee until April 6th. I think that's one of the better deals they have. 50% off reset too. For that, like when there's no you know how activation fee like on Top Step, let's say it's fixed price. So like they could give you like a $2 account on 50k on Top Step, but with a $150 activation fee, I would always go for the bigger size if it's fixed. But when there's no activation fee, I think that's where MyFin Futures doing like a sale like that really shine, because you're getting, if you pass the 50K account on MyFin Futures, you get 70. That's your all-in cost, $70 with no activation fee. So you get a whole funded account with 2,500 drawdown, or 2,500 or 2,000. I don't remember. How much do you risk? I typically risk around 10% of my drawdown size per trade, which I'll make a video going over that. It's 2,000. Okay, yeah, 2,000 with 3,000 target. Is that what it is? They got rid of the stat account. I think it comes and goes. It's 10% of the drawdown, so ignore the account size. That's what we're talking about risk. Because, different firms have different drawdown size, and all that. You could like for example, MyFin Futures 30K static. They actually give you what is it, 1,500 drawdown, while 100K static on Apex only gives you 600 drawdown. So yeah, ignore the account size for all prop firms. Only focus on the drawdown. That's how much they actually give you. I'm on the 15-minute right now, but I do see the SMT. Good pointing that out. I think that's what we were talking about already. Let's just look for a trade here. I'm gonna mark the 130 open here. I wanted price to run a little bit higher. We're like only a few points away, like 8 points away. This is where I'm looking for a short. As long as breaker hold, I'm still looking for that. But ES just swept some of these lows here, and we have a lot of equal highs, equal lows. Just grinding up. Not much we can really do yet, huh? We're just vibing, waiting for entry. It's only 30 minutes in right now. Still very, very fresh. 85 likes on the stream. That's, you have more than a 1% chance if we run a giveaway in the next few minutes. Why don't you put a sell limit order up there? I like shorts up here, but this is a idea off the 15-minute. So you see this, the bearish breaker here with a 15-minute point of interest, a 15-minute imbalance. So it's a 15-minute unicorn, but it has no what can I say? It has no time alignment on it. No time high time frame narrative. So like if I use 15-minute as an entry, I would either have to use the 4-hour as my higher time frame to see if it aligns, or what I could do is just align with a 1-minute. So it'll be a 15-minute bear structure. Here, if it retraces and holds and not close above, and then also it will likely deliver, let's say it runs up to this 15-minute here, it could deliver another unicorn on the 1-minute here that we can enter off of. Do you need a 4-hour point of interest? We get a 4-hour close candle at 2 p.m. right now it's like kind of choppy here. It's just if we get a 4-hour close under this low, I could really see it pressing down to this daily FEG, but it might just chop around for more. Yeah, we're also waiting for the 2 p.m. Okay. There's no trade entry for me yet. I liked how we swept these lows on ES. At least, depending on what we do now, we might look for something with that. Yeah, I'm just trying to be careful. I'm waiting for a good entry, a good setup in general. But yeah, I think we're also respecting more of the bear side here on the higher time frame and the hourly. We just fill these hourly imbalances here every time. So I still think we go lower on the hourly, at least. Hourly shows lower prices. Just could get like a retrace where I'm thinking like 565 and then really head lower. That's the shot I'm willing to take. Is it just me or ES been doing more sweeping than usual? What ES typically do, they give a sweep, NQ, they'll just slow grind up to the target. That's why I've been liking ES more. Sweeps are typically good if you're looking for a sweep to go long and it sweeps it already. We're just a few points away from our entry, but doesn't get it yet. Let's wait. Took out these equal lows here. ES is looking to take out the sell side now, and we're going to be entering this hourly point of interest, and we'll see what we want to do from there. No clean 1 minute inversion. You can look at this 1 minute FEG here, but we didn't get closure until this candle, so that's why it's not very viable. Some equal highs here though, which is nice to see. So this could be an inducement here, inducement or soup, whatever you want to call it. So typically what happens, let's say we get like a bearish breaker, we can kind of come up a little bit, and then it'll take this low here, and then it can really come back up. That's a scenario. It's not a entry idea unless you're very bullish. I am actually bearish. I'm just looking for higher prices too short. So that's why I'm not gonna be trying to long this here. I'm more confident shorts right now. We might get let's see a 3 minute here. It's similar to a bearish breaker on the 3 minute here because the 1 minute is too clunky. You could kind of see it. We have the high, we have the low, we have higher high, closure above, taking out all these relative highs here, and a strong displacement through it. So you could kind of use this down close candle here as a breaker. So it depends. If we're bearish and we don't think this is the entry to go for, this might be the second entry down here. React to the 5 minute bearish breaker. Did I miss the 5 minute? I don't think I see it. The 5 minute also shows the bearish break that I was talking about on the 3 or 1 minute here. This is the same thing. But I don't know if I see the one reacted to cause this drop though. Unless I'm... Oh, is it this? This high, this low, higher high, sweep, and then strong. It's not a strong displacement. It's more of a strong here. There's more intermediate going through, and we did come back to this high. I mean, the breaker here would still qualify if it just came up to this area, which is aligned with the 15 minute, aligns with many things. So it's much cleaner on the 15 minute. You can see that more condensed. I should want to get up there for some reason. Have another SMT going on here. NQ holding this low, ES making a lower low, and they're trying to push back higher. We did take the liquidity on ES. I would try to go for ES long, maybe as a low risk entry to target these equal highs and protect it. Let's just see if it does get a closure above first. Maybe we drop the 30 second. Let's just see how we're doing. So we did take out a nice low here. We can see that low on the 15 minute. Get a sweep. If we can get a long entry somewhere here, this is what it would look like. Let's say like there's a long entry here or something. You'll just do a stop at the low, and then you can really target this high, which is an equal high. After a sweep, it's very likely you can really come back up there. I just need to see a violation of bearish PD array, and then we can probably enter off of it. Nothing too clean yet. I'm gonna delete this breaker here. It's not really necessary anymore. ES is way below midnight open. I think midnight open is here at 52.82. We opened up the Asia low. All right, back in this 15 minute here. What are you guys looking at? Just waiting. I'm not sure what entry I want yet. I'm waiting for it to really rise here. Only thing is overnight stats is usually in play for us to touch 52.80 is on the statistic side though in this market. 52.80. What do you have at 52.80? Is that something? I have something at 52.81, like Asia lows, some lows down here. I guess it's very close to where you're looking at. Must be one of these lows then. Yeah, but we'll like to see a dip below midnight open if we want to take out these lows, and then we'll see if we want to rise back up. Is it ready for a reversal from the highs though? Because we've been kind of tapping the all-time high every single time, pushing higher and higher, and just now chopping back and forth. So we do have a lot to go. We're in the hourly time frame, and like you can see we're like slowly rising up. We just don't know when it's gonna break yet, and these bears are getting cooked here from trying to play the down move way too early when it's not ready to go down yet. There's no clean setup yet though. Until we get a clean setup, I'm not gonna try to force anything yet. I'm just looking at the different time frame to see if I see anything, but it's just nothing really. I wanted an area above here for shorts to take all these lows, but didn't get that. We're very close though, very, very close. What are the most important concept that you trade? Most important thing to me though is just kind of discipline, just waiting for your setup to come out. But the concept, nothing is too crazy. I think the best thing is like trying to align with the time, which takes a while. But is music too loud? Dude, music is always going lower and lower. There's no way it's so loud. I kept on lowering it. But yeah, we trade very simple concepts. We trade breakers, we trade market maker style, and then we're just trying to avoid bad price action and then waiting for the good price action. So we're marking out certain liquidity. There's low resistance here. Probably got taken here from once we make a higher high. I want to see it smash through though, but nothing like that yet. Let me see. Okay, maybe the YouTube volume has been up. Maybe I need to change that. That might have been it. Okay, try it now. Lower it a little bit. You bullish tonight? I'm actually more bearish right now. This would have been a very good delivery. These lows, I would love to see it price just dilly-dally here and then come back up to this 15-minute before taking all these lows down here and then smash down with it. I don't know if it's gonna happen today or not though. We're just waiting a little bit. Do we have any news driver to really squeeze price like this week, or is it you have to wait for next week? Price has just been holding so long. Tech doesn't even want to go up. I have 6 tech windows here. They're pretty neutral here. So we're watching for Asia lows to see if they want to take that. Other than that, I feel like any retracement is a short entry until we really go for these lows. Asia lows bare minimum. So 105 likes. If you want to enter the giveaway, just all you gotta do is like the stream. We'll do the giveaway probably in like 20-30 minutes. I'm just kind of like seeing sometimes like these. This could be like a power 3 model here. We have accumulation. We have a manipulation to take out sell side and possibly look for entry off of a long on ES. I'm not gonna probably long an NQ right now, but long off ES because it's very clear sweeps, clear targets. It's good for. Let's see if we can get anything off of it. I think I'm going to try to see if I can get a long on ES and then let it ride up to this area where I'm anticipating a short model. ES 1 minute BPR, or which candle are you looking at with 1 minute BPR? So far though, how many of you guys actually trade AM and now trying to trade PM? Like, how is AM now with PM? PM's slow right now, but I think we have time. I think 2 p.m. Once we get 2 p.m., we might actually see some more sporadic action. But yeah, AM, New York AM has large range, but it was very, very sloppy delivery, or more tough delivery. I think there was a bearish breaker somewhere or a bullish breaker somewhere here that we were talking about in the Discord. AM got nerfed. It basically did. Like, I think the overnight action has been. That's what the theme is. Like, if the overnight, if London and Asia is delivering very well, New York AM is a time bomb. Sometimes we could really go for a expansion delivery through London. It just depends on the delivery. But that's why I always been avoiding. If London delivers to the target where I want already, looking at a higher time frame on both sides, especially, then AM sucks ass. For me, at least. For other people, maybe they're like, this is the best price action ever. Yeah, AM do give bigger moves because it has bigger range, more volume, more volatility in general. There's also perks with like slower moves. It might be mind-boggling and like stressful to hold position, but like if you're on the right side of the trade, you just gotta let it play out and deliver to your target. Like how we traded yesterday on ES. It took very, very long. You've been sitting through your hands through the morning lately. Yeah, that's a very good call. If you can really just sit through the whole session without taking a single trade, and you actually had all the criteria marked out, that's something that you can't really learn. This is a bearish breaker, but since we already took liquidity here, I'm not that confident in it yet. We have equal highs. I think overall, if we can get a delivery to 560s and reject from it, give it a little time for reversal, I can really see it smashing down lows. So I'm not confident in shorts at this close to it at lower prices. But it looks like it was working. You would just kind of like, I'll draw it out. This will be the low, this will be the high. We just get a strong displacement through the low. And we just retrace back into this 1 minute here with the bear stand close candle. Should go for lower prices. Yeah, so we got the high sweep here. This will be the high, this will be the low. Sweep the highs, strong displacement through the low. The low is the order block now. Retrace back to it. I just don't think this would work out based on what my narrative right now. I like lower prices, but I think it does want to come up here first. If it's wrong, then like it's not really affecting my trading, right? I'm not gonna enter. I just want to set up my trade. Yeah, the real move yesterday, I think we had the stream going for a while, but then like 330, 340 was when we really delivered. We're likely to do a giveaway in like 10 minutes here, as long as we're not in trade. Which account are you guys more excited for? If you were to get a giveaway winner, we have 3 options, I guess: 150k Apex, 50k end of day Elite, or a 50k starter. So 50k starter, I think is worth $70. 50k Elite should be worth like $50, $60. I don't know. I don't know if they have discounts right now. And then Apex 150k, it should be $60. I guess all of them are worth the same, around $60. Everyone says Apex because it's 150k count. How you enter? It should be penned here. I think the right answer right now would be my funded features, only because you get a free account with a giveaway, right? There's no activation fee. If it's Apex or Elite, the activation fee would be another $100, $150. But like, if let's say you're a giveaway winner for my funded features, you pass the account, you get a free account essentially, no expense. It's a fun account. So like, if you make a payout there, you had 0 expense on it, and like, it'd just be the giveaway winner. Apex is worth more. Is it worth more? What's 80% of Apex right now of 150K? I thought it was $60, but maybe I was thinking 90% actually. Yeah, it's like $63. Yeah, so like all the accounts right now are worth like around $60-$70. But I think my funded features, just because there's no activation fee, they're the most valuable to people here. About Blue Guardian, I have no idea what that firm is. Okay, I really want to go for these highs. We already respected the bullish 1 minute here and close above the inversion, which what I was going for. Let me see. I want to see if I can get some longs in, and then likely get longs up to this high too. Let's get long at 85 maybe. Something like this. Look, I want to see if I can get entry off of it. Better entry though. I'll just delete this for now. Let's just let this play out more. I'm gonna seek longs for these equal highs at the bare minimum. Make sure all my accounts are connected first to, and we're good to go. Okay, cool. Yeah, the ETF, when they did the 90%, they were very good. And you also get the, what's that, that POGO? Is that what they call it? Pass one, get one. You're probably never gonna get like an ETF sale like that again. That was crazy. It's very slow here. 2 p.m. close. We close within this 4 hour here, and then for ES we close basically at the order block here. Nothing really. It's like very neutral, but let's just see. We went to external here, and then we went to internal. We could like to see price return back to these highs again. We'll just have to see. I want to see if we get longs though. I might try to go for longs at Apex as well. They've been holding pretty well here, respecting pretty well. I think Apex did fix their website. Like it's much better than before. Holy crap, it was terrible before. It looks much more clean, which is a plus for sure. All right, I want to see if I can get a long entry somewhere. Is there something I can go for? Supported by this 5-minute order block at 544. Longs down here, shorts up here. Kind of what I'm looking at. So yeah, once we close above this inversion here, I'm looking for any long entry as I got my targets, but if it does come back down to 85s, I would like to join in. Just pushing. Check the 50 minute. 50-minute breaker at 559 here. No long opportunity for me yet. Yeah, the giveaway, we do one giveaway each day. Near like, not near the end of the stream, it could be the middle to end. It's around there. Doss, you want shorts? I want shorts up here, so we already have like a bullish structure now. We're started violating the bearish PD ray on the lower time frame. We took liquidity on ESNQ. So I would like a long opportunity to ride up here, and then I'll see if there's any shorts that we can take. But it's clear. It's like a very low risk long. If we can get something like around 85 ES, target 88, 3 points, and then our stop is like typically 2 points here too, which is pretty solid there. We'll try 85s here. I'll add one as we go. Did I not get filled? That's interesting. It tapped it, but it had me. This is like an order block trade here inside this inversion. We have a volume balance here too. I want to go for these equal highs here. It's a counter trend though, so my stop's gonna be very tight. It's gonna likely be at this low here. 84, 1.5 points. I'm just gonna try get one, and if it does move up above this inversion, I'll add one more to go for these highs, and likely get a short up here if we can really go for the highs. I'll move one lower just to. Why did I not get filled there? I might just have to mark it in if I like it. This is stupid. Heading to my tick here. We go beyond this inversion here. Should already go for these highs. It's so slow here. Yeah, I won't have to take a piss. I'm holding it now. I'll just let this play. This is still a counter trend because I'm still short biased, so I don't really have too much faith in it. I'll be right back though. Give me 2 minutes. Get some water too. Okay, I just quick water break there. Okay, what's happening? I was holding it in because my judgment's gonna be so clouded if I have to worry about. I'm trying to hold in some water. Oh, damn! Would I have gotten filled here? Because this first tap I didn't get filled. I don't know. I don't know if I would get filled here, but this would be the trade idea though. It'll be this at these lows here, or maybe even this candle. It's very tight at 1.5 points, and really go for 3. That's 2 are here. With it respecting more on the bullish side, this seems like a good probability there, and likely get a run to these highs. That's what I've wanted here. And if I got filled here and we close above the inversion, I would likely add one more to really go for these highs. Oh wait, I think this is the wrong account. Okay, I actually have one on a different account. That's weird. I think I canceled not the leader account. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna count that. That would have been the play though, but I'll just look for a new play. This one. I wanted to go for this long. I don't know if I would even get filled in front of everyone, which I guess I did on other accounts. Whatever. Let me read the chat. You got filled at 85.50. Good work there. It should go for these highs, though. I really think it should go for these highs. If anything, though, like what I tend to do, though, when we have such strong equal highs, I just do a tick under, just in case, because what happens if it makes a fifth high, fifth equal high? I'll be so pissed. Anyway, so we're still looking for a trade for the day. If I were to take on NQ, I think it would be the same play, right? The inversion here, order block supported. I want a long off of this here, and what is it? If I were to get this long, stop would just be probably this low here. I don't need it to put all on the full low, but then the target this high. And then eventually though, I really want to see it smash this high. This is where I would, since it's more of a counter trend here on the higher time frame, I'm still bearish. Lower time frame, this is a more of an appropriate scalp. So if I were to take this, I would try to target this high here, try to get out inside this 15 point of interest, and then really look for a low time frame entry or exit. I think that trade got me out here. Yep, it's right there. Whatever. I just had the wrong account on. Mentorship. You're learning everything free here. I'm done trying to do a paid thing, try to charge anything. Everything's gonna be free. Because when you run all these like paid stuff, I really think like I'm trying to satisfy people and try to, I have an obligation to train them, all that. I'd rather just trade, and then you can learn from my trading. So if you want to see like why I took this long here, we go on a higher time frame, go on the hourly, go on the 15-minute. We have the hourly point of interest here. On the 15-minute here, which is more accurate to what we trade. We use 15-minute as our intraday bias when we trade the 1 minute. Most of my trade come from the 1 minute. We get a 15-minute sweep here, strong sweep. I don't expect price to run down this low if we already shift our structure upwards on the 1 minute time frame. We had an SMT on NQ and ES, and then NQ supported this 15-minute FEG here, which if you zoom in closer, this is a BPR, so it's a very strong signature in price. Expecting these lows to hold here, and I dropped down the 1 minute. We get a strong sell side push here on the 15-minute liquidity, and I'm just here waiting for confirmation. So my confirmation is, let's see what happens when price head to the first 1 minute imbalance that caused this push downwards. That and this volume bounce here is also something I'm looking at. We gotta retrace, but just retrace back to this 1 minute here, and then once we got a closure above the inversion, this is a bullish inversion, this is a bullish FEG. It's respecting two sides on the bullish side, and what I'm looking at basically is a simple OTE entry. I don't have to draw it if I could just visualize it there inside this inversion at the first order block. So it's a nested order block there, and if I were to take that at 85.5, my stop would just be somewhere at the lows. I don't want to keep it tight. It's just because it's counter trend, and that's how I like to trade. I would not necessarily put it under 2.5, just because if we were to already get down below this 1 minute here inversion, we're going to violate that inversion. If we're already violating the bullish side, we're going to violate likely the 1 minute here. We're going to violate the order block. We're going to violate everything. So that's unnecessary. You could actually just put it like right at this 1 minute here, at this low, because I don't think we would actually run these lows if we're bullish. That same thing with the ES, with NQ. We're looking at the last order block imbalance that pushed this high. It's a retrace to the inversion for support. If you were to take this, you have different types of stops. The easiest stop would be just this low, because if we were to head this low, we would have violated this inversion, violate that order block. We don't want to see that. Like I said here also, this is also another fun fact. Ready? We have equal highs, right? If you were to put your target at equal highs here, what would happen? You would miss it by a tick. Sometimes it actually would hit 88.5 and not get you filled. That's just how some orders are. So that's why I actually encourage putting a tick under. And if you did a tick under like how I did it, this is what you'll get. Just entry at 85.5. 3 points, 3 solid points there. Still didn't get that short entry here. I'm still waiting for a run to this 15-minute imbalance. We're kind of building a lot of range consolidation both sides though, so we're gonna see expansion moves sooner or later. I'm still looking for trade though. That was a very small trade idea that probably made me $150 or something. 1 mini, I guess. I mean, it's not bad. Like 125. 120, 250. I don't know where this is from, but it's not bad, I guess. Other than that, I'm waiting. Let me just read the chat good. I don't know if I read this already. Okay, bathroom indicator strikes again. At the moment I went to the bathroom, I was holding in because I was holding for a while just to see if I get this long. And then once it wicked it and didn't get me filled, I'm like, okay, I just gotta go. Yeah, but some people got filled at 85.5. Some people got filled at this area here, which is good. If you're doing NQ, I don't see it going up yet. Yeah, well, I'm not that confident, or not confident. I'm not that bullish. I just want higher prices, and then it can flip down. So I want this high to be taken and then fill this 15-minute imbalance, or tap into it so we can get that 15-minute point of interest and then turn. But like right now, if we're trading the 1 minute, this is bullish. This is bullish structure. So how I'll do like this, let's say the 4 hour or daily, we'll just neutral. The 15-minute bearish, and then the low time frame, the 1 minute. Typically, I'm only going 4 hour, 15 minute, 1 minute. So I'm ignoring the daily 15 or hour and 5 minute right now. So we're operating on the first here. I'll do the main like that, just so you guys can see. So this is bullish here. What I want to see though, return to this 15 minute, build a low time reversal, and then we can really expand lower. And then it'll align. It'll be neutral bias on higher time frame, which I can't help. Intraday bias still bearish as long as we hold this 15-minute breaker and 15-minute imbalance. And then if we get a low time frame to align with the 15-minute imbalance or intraday bias, that's going to be double confluence, and you're going to be the right side of the trend to play the downside. That's what I'm looking at. If it doesn't come, we might not get the trade. 15-minute breaker there too. Yeah, let me go to the 15-minute here. This is the breaker here. We can see this as the high here. This is the low. So we have a high, we have a low, we have a sweep here, strong displacement, and we want to see a return into this imbalance here for likely lower prices. And looking at a premium discount here from this high, this low, this would be a nice OT entry that aligns. I just need to see this align with the 1 minute here. And we don't want to see a closure above 571. With the 15 minute though, it could do something like this. I'll give an example. It could just make some candle like this, and then it could do like a wick above but close under. I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't know why it's not doing it here. Imagine that's the wick here, it closed under. This is perfectly fine. So that's why you have to align it with a 1 minute too. As long as the breaker holds here, we can wick up a little bit higher, maybe to this rejection block, and then turn back down. The moment we align with the 1 minute is when I really attack shorts. That's if this 15 minute would work. If it doesn't, we're likely going for these highs. I like these highs to get taken eventually, because I think I'm showing the hourly here. Wait, no, 15 minute. We want to get a sweep here, and then throughout the day, throughout the week, if price would want to go back to all-time high, this is the way it should move towards. We already took the liquidity down here. We filled in balance down here. So there's a lot of things I could do. I'm just trying to adapt to a few scenarios in my head and just trying to demonstrate it to you guys. And whatever works, we'll try to play it accordingly. Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of like looking at price at this area here. This is the most ideal scenario if it does like a pop in and fill this 15-minute imbalance, and then you get a close under, retrace back inside the 15-minute point of interest. This would be the most ideal short. That happens actually pretty frequently, and it can be a very tight stop, probably above the breaker though. I don't know what the breaker was. I think it was something around here, and then you can really target down. Lower entry, pretty good high win rate as long as you have your bias works with it. I'm leaning end of day, taking the highs. If end of day just pushes past this 15 minute, I'm not going to short. I'm really not going to short. But I agree with you at this moment. I'm more bullish than bearish here on the 1 minute. The 15 minute, I'm still bearish. And let's run the giveaway while we're waiting for this to play out here. Okay, I'll give you to 1:30 to like the stream, and then we'll run the giveaway. We're gonna try to do it differently this time. I think what's easier for the bot is actually just copying and pasting your username instead of saying done. So like, don't say it yet. Say it after my message. Then the bot can detect only message afterwards and just say it once. Good call, good call, good call, good call. So we're pushing here. This is a very good long just because it's nested inside the inversion. It's nested inside this order block. It should not close lower. So it's a very low risk entry model. Now it's taking the equal highs. You're dropping a lot of knowledge. I'm hoping that's the plan. It makes a big difference though that I'm live trading. I'm showing execution. I'm showing my what I'm thinking ahead of time. So when it does happen, you're not surprised. Like if it does come up here and like show that 1 minute delivery, we could get stopped out. Who knows? But if it does deliver exactly how I say it, you're gonna be there for it, and it's gonna be a good learning experience. What you learn with, we have the ICT mentorship. And the 2022. You want to look at the 2016 market series, and then you really just want to backtest on your own, refine it on your own. So you take one trading model. It could be market maker. It could be order blocks. It could be turtle soups, anything like that, inversions, and then you just want to refine as best you can. And the best thing to do though is also align with a bias. This is something that people don't really do that well. I'm still trying to refine it as best as I can. But as long as you have a good bias, you're gonna have an edge in the market. Not charging people removes pressure. It's just a door opener because there's a connotation, there's a bad look with paid discords, which I actually support paid discord, but like if you look at like the trading community right now, everyone has a paid discord, and for you to join every group and put some time in it, I think it's very unlikely. That's why I'm moving, just to move away from any furu mindset and just trying to trade, purely trade. And I'm giving up some passive income, of course. It's good passive income, but I'm making up for it with more payouts and all that, and some commissions, some ad revenue, all that kind of makes up a little bit of it. But I mean, the goal is to evolve as a trader, not to run up passive income from teaching. That's for my goal, at least. So I'm doing like 10 to 15,000 payouts. I'm trying to scale that up slowly. That's what I've been doing the last 6 months. But I want to get like to 20, 30, like casually. Not doing it 1 month. I'm trying to do it every month. I'm already doing every month like 10, 15,000. And that's the difference. T-Trades. Yeah, T-Trades is very good. He's more of overview. I actually recommend a lot of his videos of how I teach. Like some people are like, how do you trade breakers? How do you trade the standard deviation projection? Like, I just kind of recommend that video. I think 2022 first. It's much easier to get at. We're pushing this area here now. Let's just see. Yeah, this was a good long though. This is a good flip. Low risk flip. Roberto, you're new here. Do you trade ES and Q? I trade both ES and Q. That's first of all, both instruments. These are the only two instruments I trade. I don't trade YM. I use it for reference. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade gold. I don't trade oil. Just these two I trade, and unicorn is my main entry model. But like I'm like actively looking for a unicorn setup. But if there's a setup that I could see that we're bullish already, I'm trying to enter off of FEG order block. Those are fine too. Have you started been more profitable since you started using the unicorn model? Like very, very profitable, consistent at that. Because when you trade the unicorn, you can really aim for 2RR relatively easily, with a high win rate at that. And I'll try to show a lot of data with my end month results. I just need to gather that. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video of it, and then we can all see. This account is actually built from that on Elite. I'll go over it later. How does the unicorn setup work? I would probably need to make a video on that too, because what you need to know is how a breaker block works and how other things work before you can dive in. If anything though, I don't have any videos. There's a lot of people asking like kind of questions that are introduction. I don't really teach introduction stuff. I teach more advanced theories essentially. But if you want to learn somewhat, go on my Twitter, go on highlights. Highlights has a lot of educational content. I break in and refine a lot of things like the breaker block. A lot of you might think it's just last candle, but I actually trade it in a more advanced way to me. And BPR here, what else? Inversion with breakers. I also do this a lot. Stuff like that. Keep just review that, and I'm working on some videos. All right, let's run the giveaway though. Let's run the giveaway. Comment your username after the stream, or just your YouTube username. I should clarify that. Just comment one at a time, and then we'll run the giveaway. I think we have 5, 6. Do we have 6 counts? I need to see. We could run one today, then two consecutive days, possibly. We'll give you like a few more minutes to get everyone. We're just slow grinding up. This is within our expectations. 20 points on NQ if you took this trade here, but it's only about 3 points to take out this high here. So 20 points on NQ if you took the same trade. NQ just more volatile, more definitely higher range. Using the YouTube, that's all you gotta do. Whatever your YouTube username is. Okay. Give a few more minutes. I'm still watching this setup here. This might be the last setup if we can get it for today. Okay. Let's see if we can run these highs here. Okay. Giveaway winner for today is Z Draco Simic. Username he commented was Bodo M Child. It doesn't really matter. I would say YouTube username, but if you did Twitter, it's fine too. It just helps with duplicates. You have a few minutes. Z Draco, Dravco. Congratulations to them. And then we'll do two. I think we'll likely do 2 giveaways each day tomorrow moving forward. For Tuesday and or was it Wednesday and Thursday? There's no trade Friday. Why don't I ever win any of these? How many times have you entered? you have like a 2%, like 1.5% chance. Okay, let's just see the comments. But yeah, there's no trade Friday just because I think it's Good Friday. Okay, we took these equal highs here, which was the original objective. I still need to see a push above this. Which company have you pulled the most from? I think Elite, just because I trade Elite very, very early on. When they started, I think they found it 2 years ago, and I probably got like over 100,000 payout from them alone. But the last few months, I think Top Step has been a lot here, and then Apex is coming up too. Did he comment, by the way? If not, we might have to rerun it. Z Dravco. Oh, okay, he commented. Just comment me your Twitter username or Discord, whatever it is, and you can contact me through one of those social media platforms. Either Discord or Twitter is the most easiest to work. Okay. Once again, like if you had target at this high, we ran a target like a tick under. That's so unfortunate. if you had a TP, like if you long down here and you had a TP here, you didn't get the fill. Okay, and okay, tomorrow we'll probably do my fun features, and then Thursday we'll do Apex 2-2. What's your Twitter? It should be in my bio or description. The bento. I really dislike. Oh, well, we're in the breaker though. We just didn't get the 15-minute point of interest. This would make it very high probability. But we're rejecting from the breaker, which is good too. Let's just see if there's any short setups right now already. Yeah, I'll let the stream run a little bit longer here. One maybe pure setup. Let's see. This is the balance that took out these relative highs here, so this is of importance. And it's also a BPR. I just lowered a little bit. There's a BPR there. Lux Algo called a 5-minute short. Where is it? Oh, you're looking at this. Okay. I mean, I was also looking at 15-minute breaker. It just we missed it. We missed the 15-minute breaker by a few points. If we just tapped inside of this, I would look for entry off of it. It's not in the description? Okay, my bad. Maybe I'll link it then. Yeah, I'll just link it. This is my Twitter. I'm gonna post it in the chat. Click that link and then you can follow me, and then you also go to the highlights. That's where I have a lot of educational content. Sometimes a breaker coexisting with the FEG makes it difficult for the price to get to the FEG. Yeah, but when price is only like 2 ticks away from this, it's a very small FEG, and like the breaker is not even that big either. It's only like a 12-point breaker on a 15-minute time frame. That's very, very small. I would like to see it deliver into this 15-minute point of interest though before I would get shorts, but We close under this 1 minute inversion, creating a BPR here. And now we're slamming lower. Let's check the 5 minute here. Yeah, what you're looking at though, you can see like a lots of lower highs here. And we're just stuck in a very tight range. So the last lunch and all that from 10:30 to now, we've just been in this tight range here. Sweeping the lows, not sweeping the highs though. I was looking for a sweep the highs to go lower. We didn't do that yet. But price, your buy should be looking at a lower now, especially once we got a rejection off this breaker. If there's any setups, we already have a bearish intraday bias. Our low time frame bias should be bearish now, so we should only be looking for short setups as long as this, the lows are kept. What a waste of time. I was waiting for that 15-minute Sibi too. The 15-minute is so good though. Like if we got a run to it, I would have been more aggressive for the entry because it would align with a lot of things I want. But that's how it is. It went up here. This is also something I wanted. A run up. Sometimes that's how market is. You don't get what you want. If it does though, it would have been a very killer entry. Okay, Z Draftco, just DM me, just message me on Discord. I'll give you the free account. I'm gonna delete this to not confuse people of a long entry because we already did that. I'm looking for shorts though. I don't think we'll get the best short entry. We have somewhat of a bearish breaker here, just no imbalance. I'm just looking for an entry model. I don't want to chase this trade yet just because it could turn on me. $555 for entry down to $535. $555. This would definitely be ideal for sure. I have not much hope that it actually comes up here. But damn, even look at YM. We have so much lower highs being built up. It's kind of scary to see that, like, you don't want to keep on shorting if it really is going to turn. Okay, let me see if this is. I think I got a message from the giveaway winner. Let me just make sure this is him. Was that him? Was his username Bodam? Bodom? Let me just make sure before there's an imposter. I'm anticipating that someone might be an imposter. Just looking. Okay, yeah, that's him then. Nice. I'll figure it out after stream. I'll give you the count after stream, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, I got it. I'll talk to you after stream. You're good, man. Good to go. Let's see if we can get a good trade. I'm looking just for A+ setups. If we don't get A+ setups, no trade. That's fine. I never win the giveaway. The giveaway is only like extra gravy. The stream is meant to give you trades, give you commentary, give you confidence. If I have confident trades and bias, I should pass on to you too. We're looking at this 5-minute here. I'm just looking at it. Is this A+ setup? The A+ setup would be this trade here, because it aligns with a 15-minute breaker here. It doesn't have to be a breaker, but like the main thing is it aligns with a 15-minute point of interest. But just because it's a breaker, it has a support system where I don't want to see price above 571 closure, which allows you to get like an entry somewhere tight and in this 15-minute SIBI here. If we build like a low time for reversal that aligns with it. This would have been like the A+ setup that it's like my bread and butter setups. If we just tapped in here, because imagine if we tapped in here and we got a entry off of it, you would have like 0 drawdown on it. You would not just take the 15-minute breaker. I would actually want. There's two things. It could go with the breaker, but also want a low time frame reversal now. So if it does come into this 1-minute entry, I would actually go for it because it coincides with my 15-minute entry. It doesn't have to go to the 15-minute point of interest, but that would just be better. Now, if it comes up to this BPR, that's a good trade to take, which likely just do a stop like this and really take it down. But the way that we like they place lower, this is what happens when you're building a lot of higher, lower highs here, and they really slam it down. So that's what, like I was saying, like when we're down here, I don't actually think I actually want to retrace back up to here. But this setup would have been A+ for sure. You would have risked like probably 10 points on a very high quality trade entry, which very rarely do you like. Maybe you get like once a week type of thing. For me at least, to get like a setup like this that aligns perfectly. But yeah, we're gonna run these lows now. Remember on ES though, like how we swept this low here, we have equal highs. It's a very clear as day draw of liquidity. That's why we looked for entry off of 85s here and then ran it to 88s, 3 points. I didn't want to go for more just because all I wanted was this equal highs, and I already told you guys that I'm very bearish, especially on the higher time frame. So I don't have confidence that this would keep on pushing to like these highs. I just wanted a run to this area. So ES did claim the objective I wanted, and Q just didn't. That's why we didn't get an entry off here. Very, very unlucky though. Very, very unlucky. Because this will also take this high here. Now we're just waiting to see if there's any entry model that we can go for. We already took this lower liquidity. And we're still at discount here. Turtle soup the lows. That's not how I trade, so I'm not gonna use that. Do you use the breakaway gap and measuring gap concept for targeting? I have no idea what that is. The only thing I use is a standard deviation projection. So it could be something like this. If I'm looking at the 1 minute, we look at the manipulation leg, we look at the high and the previous low, and then you just project that with the fibs. This is 2.5 here. Is building some liquidity up here though, so my money still is a return on this 15 minute. Depending on what it does, I will try to see if it goes back down. What's some equal lows on ES? Look how many lower highs we have on YM2. We just keep on making lower lows, but not a higher high. And I think it's gonna want to do that. So if you look at the higher time frame, you just typically want it to go back to internal before taking out these external liquidity. So I still want a return to this 15 minute. Yeah, we could possibly take an entry off this 1 minute breaker here. It'll be a counter trend, but what we could do is take it, ride it up to this high, and then flip it. Let's just see. Let's see a closure first. It might be fast here. We have two imbalances here, depending on. It's not likely going to go to this imbalance. We're probably going to focus on this one if we get closure above. Objective is still this high though. And then we also have a bearish breaker down here. It just rejecting off the 15-minute point of interest. I would like to enter this first though, before coming this high. Let's do that. Let's do a very tight stop. It's already like close to power hour. I'm just gonna probably do 1 or 2 minions on it. Where is it? Right there. One more. Higher. That should be good. There we go. So what I'm envisioning, let's just delete this. Maybe it would just build that, get that entry and then get in here. It could show a reaction, but I still want to see it come up here first. I hope it doesn't get this in before. Okay, no, it doesn't. Yeah, it's very tricky. I like longs first and take out this highs, to be honest. Let's see if we can return back down here. Get the fill here. This is going to be a counter trend long to target a more of a on trend short, and then we'll see if it does want to come back down like that. Look at YM2. We have a lot of lower liquidity there too. There's that breaker here. I do think we run through this though. It could have a reaction, kind of how I'm thinking like this. But would like to see this ran through. If you did inversion theory though, you would have looked at something like this as the closure above, and then you will enter off of this high with a stop under the breaker. If we close above, we can look for additional ads. So this is a possibility that we could have got ads already. It's just entering off the closure. Yeah, nothing's really going exactly how I want it though. Yes, I think it pushes through this. I'm not shorting this. I do think it pushes through this. Alistair, I'm looking at the 15 minute. So this is the 15 minute time frame. We have the 15 minute imbalance here. I'm looking for a price to return to that and see reaction, fill that imbalance before going lower. And that's where we've been rejecting on the 1 minute here. We have some relative equal highs now. So price has been tackling these lows here on ES and Q, but these highs are still protected and want to get tagged eventually. I don't think we go lower until we tag these highs first. So that's why I'm focused on this, because I'm trading the 1 minute and my 15 minute is my guidance. If the 15 minutes showing me that it wants to go to that high, I'm looking at that. Would I want this long though, or because this bearish bullish breaker is still there, but we could be rejecting off of this bearish breaker. Things get difficult here. I'll just close it. I'm still waiting for. I think it moves fastest though. Check the 5 minute. You look at this 5 minute here. I'm not really aligning with the 5 minute to my 1 minute entry model, but if you look at the 5 minute here, we could watch for a closure above for higher prices. But my draw is up here already. Ideally though, we get closure above. We just retrace back to this and then really push up higher. That would have been a good entry model. Like I said, I'm really hunting for entries that are like high quality and has good draw, has my criteria met, where I can also do a tight stop. Very rarely can I get an entry that has less than 8 point stop on NQ, right? Very, very rarely. If you took this entry though, it'll look something like this. Very close. It's like doing the same risk. I'm not confident in it. I'm just gonna tape read this, guys. Let's just see how this works out. My draw is still higher though. I don't want to sway anyone's decision making though, even though I'm not taking it just because I have different conflict of interest. But yeah, it looks like this is working out. I'm just marking the breaker from both sides. We're in 2 breaker range now. We'll see which one prevails. You get filled here now. Ideally though, you get filled here and then run it up, but I have no idea what's gonna happen now. That's power hour. What are the chances that both breaker works though? That'll be a sight to see, right? Sorry. I want to see this hold now. I'm still looking at higher. I'm not gonna take the trade though. What do you guys think though? Up or down? Do we just get a small reaction to this, or do we push through it to take this high, or we just reject off this breaker and head lower? Both could work here. Up. I'm thinking up too. We're getting past our kill zone though. Like when you're trading power hour, I don't want to play that volatility. I just want to get in and out with good risk. Two breakers though. Just watch this. Let's see who prevails. Any trades today? This is the only trade today. Other than that, I'm kind of neutral here. I'm showing a lot of setups though. I'm waiting for the A+ setup that would have delivered here. It just didn't get to my entry. But now we're spectating 2 breaker models, which not just breakers, they're unicorn entry models. And then we're also seeing this too. With a 1-day Apex eval and Apex which expires tomorrow, do you have to pass it before the pro ends? To get it 1-day pass, but you don't have to try to pass in 1 day. That's gonna just like make you in the mindset of trying to get the funded early. There's no benefit in doing that. You can just, if you pass it, let's say after the sale, just micro in and out for six additional days. That's all you gotta do. All right. Yeah, and during mix, I'm pretty sure it works with evals, just because who cares about evals, but funded, they have a flipping rule on funded. Would I face any issues with Apex if I have 20 accounts and my upstairs neighbors have 20 accounts? Yes, I think it's the same household because you're likely going to use the same Wi-Fi. If not, I'm not sure, but it'll be likely the same IP address or same location. I wouldn't risk that. But why? Do you know your neighbor? You really have to work with that neighbor then, I guess. Look at YM here. We have so many higher, lower highs. But 2 breakers. One is working. The other one would have worked here. Or would have worked if we didn't get to this breaker first, because we'd have ran to this high. This has been a very easy 10 points. Just there's quite a lot of setups today. I want it to be particular, and I'm not getting that. So we're delivering from this bearish breaker right now. I want to stick around to see if we squeeze though. I want to see if I can jump in the squeeze. But playing the bearish bias has been working. My judgment has been clouded though, because this trade would have worked out had we just get to this 15-minute point of interest. This would have been that 1-minute alignment for sure. There's that sharp move there. Yeah, I don't think I'm taking any trades today other than that ES trade that I did when I went to the bathroom. Other than that, I'm missing quite a few setups. Which is fine. Yeah, Ninja Investor, you should ask all these all these questions to Apex themselves. They have a Discord for that. It even goes to support. Their customer support. How do you remove the drawings tool tabs? I forget. Someone could probably explain this better than me. Look at all these equal lows now. Did you go live this morning? No, I avoided the live on AM just because we had London strong expansion taking out a lot of these highs that I was going to target. And typically what happens when we get strong moves overnight, the AM is very sloppy, which it delivered a lot of range, but it was sloppy with the delivery. PM was also very choppy, sloppy. I think it's much easier to read though. So like that's why you're able to see me call out like longs here, shorts above here. We're just kind of playing back and forth basically. But looks like this breaker is working more here. I didn't take this though, guys. I have no idea Shaler trades. I don't know why. Like I know if you do it on paper trade, you can drag and do all your stop like that, but you can't do that with like a real broker connecting trade of 8. That's a good question though. Let's take a poll here. Let's take a how many people are green or red today. I'm only up like a few hundred or 125 on all my accounts, which is very, very low. Let's take a poll here. Close above this 1 minute here. We also fill this 1 minute FEG, leaving A equal low. Part of me thinks we squeeze higher end of day though. Just be cautious of that. It depends what YM wants to do too. We have lots of relative equal lows here, or highs here, sorry. Only green from trading in London. That's good. Let's see the poll percentage. More than half people are green though. Very well done. I hope my commentary helped in any way if it did. So 56 people voted, 50% are green, 34% are red. That's pretty good. That's a good ratio. Is there any red folder due tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday, I think. So we only have 2 more days of trade left. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wait. Friday's closed, I thought, no? Is there a red folder on Friday as well? There's Powell speaking and this corp piece. Okay. I thought Friday's closed for most markets, so. Look at that strong delivery down here. Team is still bearish, guys. With the 1 minute flipping to this was a very good trade to align with the bias. I'm just so fixated on pushing into this 15 minute FEG first before targeting. That's just how like a lot of my trades give high probability if it does that, but when it moves away like a few points from that or a few ticks away from that, it's concerning because I'm still watching to see if it wants to come back up to it. Yeah, but there's a few you guys who mentioned taking the short here, this BPR of the breaker. If you took that, well done, because your risk was only like about 7 points. If you enter the start of the breaker, you can actually put your your stop 4.5 points. That's just because we have such a tight range today, but targeting the next breaker would have been 1 RR, and then this low here would have been 2 RR already. Quite interesting there. Yeah, if you took this trade, well done there, guys. Lowest liquidity on YM, triple highs here. And we're still trading in this range here. We're just consolidating back and forth. Yeah, Daniel, that was a good call. Like that's why I didn't want to deter anyone, because I was looking for this long here, and then I would have likely flipped either at this bearish breaker just to cover my risk, or likely at this high here, and that's where I'll flip. We're likely just trying to sell off here. Nvidia selling off more here. Amazon selling off here. Other tech's doing fine. Quite interesting. Triple lows on ES here. See that get swept. Yeah, likely this is already 3:15. I don't think we'll get any more trades today, guys. I just tape reading and see if there's anything. Is it drill? Is it top step drill? Is that what we're talking about? For a reset or something? Or do you mean just drill, like drill price lower? Every time I hear drill, it's always top step drill. I'm also wondering the same thing. Does anyone know if Francis FX is saying, can you trade on Friday just to log a trade in? I'm actually not sure. I believe people said no, though, just because the market's closed already. Not with Top Step. Can you do with Apex, Elite, My Fun Futures, any of them too? Or they don't allow that either? Open Sun. Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah, that means you can't trade them then. Took this low here. We have big lows now. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit longer to see if we get a squeeze going here. YM's looking to build up a squeeze already. These type of things though, usually I'll go off stream or I'll end the stream, but then I'll be on Discord to see if this plays out, and I'll call some trades there too. So if you want to join the Discord, it's free right now. I actually opened up a lot of the private stuff for everyone this time, and I'm gonna try to be more active there. If I'm not on stream, that's where I'll be. I'll post the Discord link if you guys want to see it. What do you use to copy your trades? Yeah, Flowbots is the one that owns Replicanto or Creative Replicanto, but yeah, Replicanto made by Flowbots. I have a YouTube video there too, explaining how to use that. But I'm gonna likely end the stream in a few minutes here, guys. I'm gonna be 1 day short for a payout. I think I'm also 1 day short on these ETF counts. I think I'm day 11 on some of them. Friday was supposed to be day 15, but nope. Was there a top step drill or no? Or did someone say something? Someone said drill. I wasn't sure if they meant top step drill. That'd be a free reset. That'd be nice. If it was true. Yeah, we have equal lows from both NQ and ES. I think these equal lows are gonna be tempting to smash through. Very, very tempting. So far though, like if you look at price from PM, let's say 1 PM here, price was very tame. Like from this low here, this very low to this high, this is only 30 points. We've been trading 30 points back and forth. So when you get like a delivery of 30 points on ES or same thing on here, like I think 20 points on NQ, that's actually a big delivery for the range that we were given. Going for the low, negative force animation here. The equal low already got up here. It's just this low here. There's nothing much going on here now. I think we're about to wrap up. Price could be looking for the sell side at 508. This whole PM session though, we already broke the range of that low, and we have Asia lows here, 516. That's probably where we're gonna head to here now. Pay attention to this Asia lows to see. But I think I'll wrap up here, guys. This is a good spot to wrap up. We took the equal lows on ES and Q. The bearish breaker from here, if you looked at this entry, the start of the breaker, this sort of gave you about 30 points here already. Very, very good. I shouldn't take that. I'll see you guys tomorrow, AM or PM. Most likely AM tomorrow, but I could also do PM too. I'll end stream here, guys. Join free Discord for trades when I'm not on stream. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.